Be me, 25, working tech support and playing too much Zelda. Decide it's time to actually try dating instead of just collecting Korok seeds. Everyone keeps telling me guys only want one thing. Spoiler alert, that one thing isn't what they think it is. Just want someone to watch Netflix with and maybe hold hands. Radical concept apparently. Download dating apps because that's what people do now. First match is Jessica, 23, art student. Chat goes well until we meet for coffee. Conversation starts normal enough. So what do you do for fun? Mostly gaming, watching movies, reading manga. Oh, that's cool, very nerdy. Things seem to be going well. Then she drops the bomb. So this is just coffee, right? You're not expecting anything. Expecting what exactly? You know, guys usually expect something after first date. Like what? A high score on Pac-Man. Don't play dumb, you know what I mean. Honestly, Jessica, I just wanted to get to know you. She looks at me like I'm speaking Klingon. Really? That's it? Yeah, really. Is that weird? Kind of. Most guys just want to get laid. Well, I'm not most guys apparently. Date ends awkwardly with her looking confused. Second date with Amanda, 24, psychology major. Figure. Psychology major might understand human emotions. Wrong assumption apparently. Meet at Italian restaurant. Conversation flows better. Talk about favorite shows, travel plans, life goals. Then she hits me with it. So this is the second date. You're probably expecting sex from me. Nearly choke on my spaghetti. Excuse me, what? Come on, guys, always expect third base by second date. Amanda, I just wanted to see if we're compatible. Compatible for what exactly? For like being in a relationship. Oh, you're one of those relationship guys. What's wrong with wanting a relationship? Nothing, it's just most guys don't want that anymore. Well, I do want that. That's so sweet, but also kind of weird. Bill comes and she immediately says, "Oh, you're the man, you pay right." Sure, but why specifically because I'm the man? That's just how it works, traditional gender roles. But you just said wanting relationships is weird. That's different. Logic.exe has stopped working. Pay the bill and drive her home. Thanks for dinner, you're really sweet. But you're just not looking for the same things I am. What things are you looking for, Amanda? Fun, adventure, no strings attached. And I'm looking for someone to care about. Exactly, totally different wavelengths. Third date with Brittany, 26, works in marketing. This time try being completely upfront. Just so you know, I'm looking for actual relationship. Like with feelings and commitment and stuff. She stares at me for solid 10 seconds. Please don't tell me you're an incel. What? No, why would wanting relationship make me incel? Because that's what incels say to trick women. Brittany, I literally just want someone to watch movies with. And cuddle and talk about our days. That sounds clingy as hell. How is wanting emotional connection clingy? Because guys don't actually want that stuff. This guy does, apparently. No, you don't. You're just saying that. Why would I lie about wanting to cuddle? To manipulate me into sleeping with you. That's the most backwards logic I've ever heard. Guys only want one thing and it's disgusting. Yeah, and that thing is emotional validation, apparently. She gets up and leaves. I'm left sitting there like confused, John Travolta Schiff. Fourth date with Stephanie, 22, college student. Decide to try different approach. Act completely disinterested in physical stuff. Focus entirely on getting to know her personality. Works too well, apparently. Are you even attracted to me? Yes, Stephanie, you're very pretty. Then why haven't you tried anything? Tried what exactly? You know, making a move? I thought you'd appreciate me being respectful. It's been 3 hours and you haven't even complimented my outfit. Your outfit looks nice. That's it, just nice. It looks very nice. Do you even want to be here? Yes, I want to get to know you better. But not in the biblical sense, apparently. I mean eventually maybe, but not tonight. So you do want sex. Eventually in committed relationship, yes. See, I knew it. Guys only want one thing. But I want the relationship part first. That's just foreplay to you, isn't it? Cannot win with these people. Meanwhile, at nearby table, some older guy sips his coffee, looks over at our conversation and mutters, "Women." Stephanie hears him and gets offended. "Excuse me, what did you say?" I said, "Women, you're proving every stereotype." What stereotype exactly? That you complain no matter what men do. We have legitimate concerns about male behavior. Kid wants relationship, you call him incel. Kid wants hookup, you call him pig. Maybe decide what you actually want. Guy finishes coffee and leaves. Stephanie turns back to me fuming. See, this is what we deal with. Toxic masculinity and mansplaining. Stephanie, he kind of had a point though. Oh, great, you're taking a side. I'm not taking sides, I'm just confused. Confused about what? What exactly you want from me? I want you to want me, but not too much. And be interested, but not creepy. And be romantic, but not clingy. Stephanie, that's like Dark Souls on nightmare difficulty. What's Dark Souls? Never mind. Date ends with her calling me emotionally unavailable, which is hilarious considering the whole conversation. Fifth date with Rachel, 27, works at bookstore. Figure book person might be more intellectually inclined. Wrong again, apparently. So what are you looking for in a relationship? Honestly, Rachel, just someone who gets my humor and wants to build something meaningful together. Meaningful like what? Like inside jokes and shared experiences, and maybe adopting a cat together someday. She looks at me like I suggested human sacrifice. That's very domestic. Yeah, that's kind of the point. Most guys our age want to keep things casual. Well, I'm not most guys, but clearly. Is that bad? It's just intense. Wanting a cat is intense. Wanting to plan a future together is intense. But that's what relationships are. Not anymore, they're not. Then what are they? Fun temporary distractions. That sounds depressing as hell. That's just reality now. Well, reality sucks then. Sixth date with Madison, 24, nursing student. Think medical profession means she understands human connection. Nope, still wrong. Conversation goes well until relationship topic comes up. I just want someone who wants to be around me, like genuinely enjoys my company. And maybe we can play co-op games together. Co-op games. Yeah, like It Takes Two or Portal 2. You want a gaming girlfriend. I want a girlfriend who might enjoy gaming, so you can convert me to your hobbies. No, so we can share interests. That's manipulative. How is sharing interests manipulative? Because you're trying to change me. Madison, I literally just mentioned video games, right? And now I'm supposed to pretend to like them. You don't have to pretend anything, but you'd prefer if I did. I'd prefer if we had things in common. See, that's controlling behavior. Wanting common interests is controlling. When you expect me to conform to your lifestyle, yes. I never said you had to conform to anything. It was implied. How was it implied? By mentioning your hobbies. So I'm not allowed to mention things I enjoy. Not if you expect me to enjoy them too. Madison, this conversation is more confusing than Kingdom Hearts plot. What's Kingdom Hearts? Exactly my point. Seventh date with Sarah, 25, teacher. Figure teacher might be more patient and understanding. Still wrong, apparently. I just want someone to come home to. Someone who's excited to see me and wants to hear about my day. That sounds codependent. Wanting to share my day is codependent. Needing someone to validate your experiences. Sarah, that's called caring about each other. It's called emotional labor. Emotional labor to care about your partner. Yes, women do enough emotional labor already, but I'd do the same for you. That's what you say now. Why wouldn't I want to hear about your day? Because men don't actually care about women's feelings. This man does, apparently. You think you do, but really you just want a mommy figure. Sarah, I want a partner, not a mom. Same thing to most men, not to me. That's what they all say. Eighth date with Chelsea, 23, social media manager. Should have known this would be disaster from job title. I want someone who thinks I'm worth spending time with, even when we're just doing nothing. Like watching stupid YouTube videos together. That sounds boring. Boring can be good sometimes. Not when you're young. Chelsea, I'm 25, not 65. Exactly, you should be out having adventures. What if my adventure is finding someone special? That's not an adventure that's settling. How is wanting love settling? Because you're giving up your freedom. Freedom to do what exactly, but to explore your options. What if I've explored enough? Trust me, you haven't. How do you know? Because you're still looking for Disney princess fairy tale. Chelsea, I just want someone who likes me. That's the Disney fairy tale. Wanting to be liked is a fairy tale. Wanting unconditional love is. Who said anything about unconditional? That's what you mean, though. No, I mean someone who chooses to be with me. Daily basis because they want to. That's a lot of pressure. Pressure to be chosen by someone. Pressure to be worth choosing. Starting to think maybe I'm the problem here. Ninth date with Natalie, 26, works at animal shelter. Figure animal lover must have capacity for affection. Wrong assumption, number 9 apparently. I love that you work with animals. Shows you care about innocent creatures. Yeah, animals are better than people. People are disappointing. Not all people, Natalie. Most people. What about finding someone who isn't disappointing? Good luck with that. You don't believe in love. I believe in temporary chemical reactions. That's depressing. That's realistic. So why are you dating? Boredom mostly. Natalie, that's horrible. That's honest. Don't you want something real? Real is overrated. Real is all I want. Then you're going to be disappointed. Why does everyone assume the worst? Because that's usually what happens. But what if it doesn't? Then you're one of the lucky ones. Or maybe I just know what I want. What you want doesn't exist. How do you know? Because guys only want one thing. And what's that, Natalie? Conquest. Conquest of what? Women in general. Not this guy. Especially you. Why especially me? Because you're trying too hard to be different. Maybe I am different. Nobody's that different. 10th date with Amber, 24, yoga instructor. Surely someone into mindfulness and inner peace. Nope, still wrong. I practice meditation and try to live mindfully. That's really cool, Amber. Maybe we could do some yoga together sometime. I'm not very flexible. That's okay. It's about the journey. Journey to what? Inner peace and connection. Connection sounds nice. Connection to yourself. What about connection to other people? That's attachment, and attachment causes suffering. So relationships cause suffering. Most of them, yes, but some don't. All attachment is illusion. Amber wanting to be close to someone is an illusion. It's biological programming. So is breathing, but we still need to do it. You can transcend biological programming. Why would I want to transcend love? Because love is possessiveness. No, Amber, love is caring about someone. Caring is just disguised control. How is caring about you controlling you? Because you want me to care back. Well, yeah, that's how relationships work. See, that's attachment. Amber, this is getting too philosophical. Philosophy is just truth without emotion. Emotion is what makes us human. Emotion is what makes us suffer, but also what makes us happy. Happiness is temporary. So is sadness. Sadness teaches us. Happiness distracts us. From what? From reality. Reality that we're all alone. We don't have to be alone. Yes, we do. Everyone dies alone. But we don't have to live alone. Living with others is compromise. Compromise can be good. Compromise is losing yourself. Decide to give up on dating for a while. Clearly not compatible with modern dating scene. A few weeks later, sitting in coffee shop reading manga, girl at next table reading same manga series. She looks over and smiles. Oh, you're reading Attack on Titan too. Yeah, just got to the basement reveal. No spoilers, but it gets even crazier. Hard to imagine it getting crazier. Trust me, it does. We start talking about plot theories, then about other anime and games. Conversation flows naturally for once. No accusations of ulterior motives. No assumptions about what I want, just genuine interest in each other's thoughts. It's rare to meet someone who actually gets storytelling. Most people just want surface-level entertainment. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with wanting depth. Exactly. Like, why settle for shallow when you can have meaningful? Realize we've been talking for 2 hours. This has been really nice. Yeah, it has. Maybe we could do this again sometime. I'd like that. Exchange numbers without any weird energy. No pressure, no expectations, just possibility. Walk home feeling different than after other dates. Like, maybe not everyone thinks guys only want one thing. Maybe some people understand that one thing might be connection. Sitting here playing Elden Ring, thinking about conversation. Maybe there is hope in this world. BME Feminin, 23, working boring office job. Single for 2 years because dating apps are hellscape. Finally matched with decent-looking guy named Ethan. Not Chad tier, but cute in nerdy way. Actually has full sentences in bio instead of just gym pics. Mentions he likes hiking, cooking, and Studio Ghibli movies. Already better than 90% of guys on Tinder. We chat for a week and conversation flows naturally. He actually asks questions about my life instead of just sending a "suggest we meet for dinner at this cozy Italian place." Not Denny's or Applebee's, so already winning. Spend 3 hours getting ready because anxiety. Try on 7 different outfits. Settle on casual dress that says, "I'm cute but not trying too hard." Show up 5 minutes late because girls can't be on time apparently. He's already there reading actual book, not scrolling phone. Good sign number 1. Stands up when I arrive and pulls out my chair. Wow, you look really nice. Not you look hot or damn girl. Just genuine compliment like civilized human. Order wine and start talking about travel. Turns out he lived in Japan for a semester abroad, speaks decent Japanese and knows all the good anime. Not weeb level obsessed, just cultured appreciation. Tells funny stories about getting lost in Tokyo. I share embarrassing story about trying to order food in Paris. We're both laughing until my sides hurt. Conversation moves to books and movies. He's read actual literature, not just Stephen King, but also enjoys Marvel movies without being snobby about it. Perfect balance of intellectual and fun. Dinner arrives and food is amazing. He orders for both of us after asking what I like, not controlling way, just taking initiative. We share everything and feed each other bites. Most romantic thing that's happened to me in years. Talk about our jobs and future goals. He wants to open restaurants someday. I mentioned wanting to travel more. We should plan trip together sometime. My heart does little flip at the word we. 3 hours pass like 30 minutes. Restaurant starts putting chairs up around us. Should we continue this somewhere else? Suggests walking through downtown area. Perfect excuse to keep date going. We stroll through city center holding hands. Stop at fountain and he tells me about architecture. Not mansplaining, just sharing knowledge enthusiastically. Sit on bench and keep talking about everything. Family, childhood, dreams, fears, stupid pet peeves. Level of conversation I've never had on first date. He listens when I talk about my anxiety. Doesn't try to fix me, just validates my feelings. Shares his own struggles with depression. Vulnerability without trauma dumping. Perfect emotional balance. Notice it's almost midnight. I should probably get you home. Walks me to my car like actual gentleman. I had amazing time tonight. Me too. This was perfect. Would you like to do this again soon? Obviously yes, but play it cool. I'd really like that. He leans in and kisses me softly. Not aggressive makeout, just sweet, goodnight kiss. I'll text you tomorrow. Drive home practically floating. Call my roommate Sarah immediately. Sarah, I think I found him. Found who? The one, the actual guy I could fall for. Proceed to recap entire date in excruciating detail. He sounds too good to be true. That's what I thought, but Sarah, he was perfect. Not perfect in fake way, but perfect for me. Go to sleep replaying every moment. Wake up next morning checking phone immediately. No text yet, but it's only 9 a.m. He said he's not morning person, so give him time. Go to work, but can't concentrate on anything. Keep thinking about his laugh and how he smelled. Check phone every 5 minutes like psychopath. Lunchtime, still no text. Maybe he's busy at work. Surely he'll text by evening. 6 p.m., still nothing. Starting to worry, but trying to stay positive. Maybe he's planning something special. 9 p.m. and phone is silent. Sarah comes home and sees my face. No text yet. It's only been 24 hours, Sarah. Maybe he's playing hard to get. Or maybe he's just busy. Trying to convince myself everything is fine. Day 2, wake up to empty phone. Starting to feel sick to stomach. Was I imagining the chemistry? Did I misread everything? Replay entire date looking for red flags. Can't find anything wrong. Conversation was natural. He seemed genuinely interested. Kiss was soft and meaningful, not just horny. Everything pointed to him wanting second date. Day 3 and silence is deafening. Break down and text him. Hey, had such great time the other night. Hope you're having good week. Casual and breezy, not desperate. Message shows as read immediately. He's online but doesn't respond. Knife through my heart. Day 4, and I'm analyzing screenshot with Sarah. Maybe he's intimidated by how well it went, and some guys get scared of good things. Or maybe he's seeing someone else. Or maybe he's just not that into you. Thanks, Sarah, very helpful. Day 5, send follow-up text. Hey, just wanted to make sure you got my message. Phone's been acting weird lately. Giving him excuse to respond without looking bad. Again read immediately, no response. Officially being ghosted after perfect date. Day 6, enter full detective mode. Check his social media obsessively. He's posting normal stuff on Instagram. Pictures of food, gym selfies, memes, clearly not dead or in hospital. Just choosing not to text me back. Day 7, acceptance starts setting in. He's not going to respond. Perfect date meant nothing to him. Everything I thought was special was ordinary to him. Week 2, and I'm still checking my phone, hoping for late response or explanation. Sorry, was dealing with family emergency. Phone broke and lost your number. Literally any excuse would be better than silence, but nothing comes. Start questioning my judgment about men. If I can't read signals from perfect date, how can I trust my instincts about anyone? Week 3, an anger phase begins. What kind of coward ghosts after kissing someone? If you're not interested, just say so. Basic human decency isn't that hard. Sarah agrees and suggests we slash his tires. Tempting, but probably illegal. Week 4, and sadness returns. Missed the conversation more than anything. Felt like I found someone who actually got me. Someone I could be weird around. Someone who laughed at my stupid jokes. Now back to swiping through dating app. Wasteland. Guys who respond with hey and dick pics. Guys who suggest Netflix and chill as first date. Guys who can't spell basic words correctly. Ethan spoiled me for normal dating pool. Month 2 and still no closure. Occasionally see him on social media. Looks happy and normal. Posting about weekend adventures and friend hangouts. Like I never existed in his life. Wonder if he tells friends about me. Went on date with this girl but wasn't feeling it. Or if he pretends it never happened. Probably the latter, since acknowledging me requires effort. Month 3 and finally starting to move on. Go on coffee date with different guy. Conversation is fine, but keeps comparing to Ethan. This guy interrupts me constantly, doesn't ask follow-up questions, talks about his ex for 20 minutes. Makes me appreciate how rare good conversation is. Realize Ethan wasn't perfect because he was flawless. He was perfect because he paid attention, listened when I spoke, seemed genuinely curious about my thoughts. Basic relationship skills, apparently rare commodity. Month 4 and see Ethan at grocery store. Heart stops when I spot him in the produce section. Debate between hiding behind avocados or confronting him. Choose mature route and walk over casually. Hey Ethan. He looks genuinely surprised to see me. Oh hey, how are you? Good, how are you? Good, just getting some groceries. Most awkward small talk in human history. Want to ask why he ghosted me. Want to know if date meant anything to him. Want closure or explanation or apology. Instead we talk about weather for 2 minutes. Well, I should get going. Yeah, me too. See you around. Walk away feeling empty and confused. He seemed normal, not evil or sociopathic. Just regular guy who happened to destroy my faith in dating. Month 5 and finally tell my therapist about it. Ghosting says more about him than you. Some people lack emotional maturity for adult relationships. His behavior reflects his character, not your worth. Intellectually understand this. Emotionally still feels like personal rejection. If perfect date wasn't enough, what would be month 6 and attempt online dating again? Swipe through profiles with new cynicism. Every cute guy is potential ghoster. Every good conversation could end in silence. Protective walls higher than ever. Match with nice guy named Marcus. We chat for few days and plan coffee date. He seems sweet and genuine, but so did Ethan. Show up to coffee shop prepared for disappointment. Marcus is there early reading newspaper. Good sign, but trying not to get hopes up. Conversation goes well, but keep waiting for red flag. He asks about my hobbies and remembers details. Pays attention when I speak. Suggests second date before first one ends. Everything Ethan did, but I'm scared to trust it. I'll text you tonight about weekend plans. Sounds good. Drive home with guarded optimism. He does text that night with specific date idea. Mini golf and dinner at Thai restaurant. Thoughtful plan that shows effort. Second date goes even better than first. He's consistent and reliable, texts when he says he will, follows through on plans, slowly learning that Ethan was exception, not rule. Month 8 and Marcus and I are officially dating. He's everything Ethan seemed to be but actually follows through. Still occasionally think about perfect date that went nowhere. Wonder what Ethan's doing now. If he ever thinks about me. If he regrets ghosting or doesn't even remember. Probably doesn't remember. One magical evening wasn't life-changing for him. Was just Tuesday night for guy who ghosts regularly. Realize I'll never get closure or explanation. Some mysteries of male behavior remain unsolved. Learn to appreciate consistency over perfection. Marcus might not be as charming as Ethan, but he shows up and communicates like adult human. Revolutionary concept in modern dating. Year later, and rarely think about Ethan anymore. When I do, it's with detached curiosity. Like wondering what happened to childhood imaginary friend. Someone who felt real at time but faded with distance. Perfect date became cautionary tale. Reminder that actions matter more than words. Chemistry means nothing without follow-through. Sitting here with Marcus planning vacation together. Grateful for boring, reliable love. Overexciting, unpredictable heartbreak. Moral of story, Anons, is don't trust perfect dates. Trust consistent behavior over time. Also, some men are just cowards who ghost good women. Their loss ultimately, but still hurts like hell.